We're going to do your reading. So I'm going to start with the map shifters deck. There's something coming through about you needing to shift gears. I don't know if you drive an automatic. I don't know if you drive a stick shift or a paddle shift. I don't know what the deal is there, but there's something about needing to go ahead and do that. Okay. It's something about needing to reflect on this portal that we're moving through currently. This energy of serious, like it's like mirrors and reflections is coming through over here. I don't think you're gonna be the only person needing to do some uh shifting. It's like a paradigm shift. If something doesn't make sense to you, you need to shift it. And there may be a pair or two, a couple, a few. I just was hearing myself saying, automatic, stick shift, paddle shift. You can also add push to start if you want to be real intricate about the key. But that's your prerogative. Okay? This is gonna move in a specific direction, whether people want it to or not. Like I was saying, it's gonna move in a specific direction, whether people want it to or not. It just is what it is. Not having movement just means like I don't necessarily know if this is like a literal thing, like you're learning a new skill set, how to drive a stick shift if you've only driven automatic. There's all types of technology out there, but this could also just be something more so in like the way you're seeing something. You just kind of might need to figure out a different way to like push things forward or drive things forward, because it seems like there's got to be a change in venue or a change in scenery, a change in the like the vessel that the planes, trains, automobiles, whatever that is. Like if there's not a change, then there's not going to be any movement for you, Gemini. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing if you're happy where you are. But if you're not, yeah, you might need to take a moment. It's almost like the trunk of your car. It's like, do you know how to change the tire on your car? It's about ownership. There's something here about ownership of this movement. It's like if the zombie apocalypse went down right now, would you know how to walk outside and drive any car that you see parked along the side of the street so you could get away from the biters, the walkers, the zombies, whatever, right? Would you know how to drive that car? For me, I wouldn't know how to drive a CDL. I don't know how to drive, ooh, look at that. Right when I said that, I don't know how to drive CDL. This solitude card came out in the reverse. Just like it parted at the beginning. I might keep this, let me see what else is here. Okay. So this is you're not alone in needing to balance something out, Gemini. This is what I mean by like, would you know how to operate? You know how computers have different operating systems? Do you know how to use an Apple OS and a Linux? Do you know which one is bigger? Do you know how to use Windows successfully? This is the Dragon's Lair. Which window of the car are you looking at it? Are you gonna, you know what I'm saying? This is there's something about things are gonna come apart unless this paradigm shift is actually balanced out. All right. It just, I don't know what this has to do with. I'm not taking all of these. I just wanted to show you that the Solitude card had come out the second time. That's twice now. So I feel like there's a need. There's just, yeah, look, something is not going to come to light unless you're willing to kind of keep an open mind about the way that might be able to happen. If you limit yourself and say, I only drive American made cars, or I only drive Toyota, or I only drive a Bugatti. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. I only drive Ferrari. It's like you need to have more versatility than being like, I only do this and I only do that. Move. Like, if you want to have movement, you got to get in a vehicle and learn how to, like, listen to the instructions. It doesn't mean that you have to follow the instructions to a T. It doesn't mean that. It just means that at least you hear the music. You understand what I'm saying right now. There's a talisman. And I do just want to show you. I hadn't shuffled this deck again, but I am about to use it. This is the talisman card here, as well as the talisman card here. It's what I was saying. It's almost like you need to add another key onto your key ring. You need to add another key onto your key ring. It's about a skill set. You might be learning something that you never knew before. You might be picking up new techniques to do the same thing. Every car is still gonna just drive down the street. All it's gonna do is play dot to dot with you. You know, DOT is actually the the organization that cleans off the snow from the roads outside. Whatever car you're in, you're gonna have to get from point A to point B. You're gonna have to get the big picture, play dot to dot. I don't know why the roof of my mouth just started like tickling, but there's a spirit of the place. There's not going to be a lot of movement if all you can do is listen and not really like pick up the spirit behind that movement. I almost want to say this is like this is the way that you're perceiving spirit in your life right now. You might be going through a spiritual ascension, kind of realizing that like life is like a box of chocolates, you know? You never know what you're going to get. Same thing's going to happen when it comes to whatever it is that you've been dealing with. You may need to put that down in order to get your next set of keys. It's like if you're checked into one hotel room, you have to, if you want to move hotel rooms, you got to listen to the advice. Oh, okay, this one's not clean, or this one's not doesn't have a good view. Let me just, I want to be in good spirits while I'm staying in a hotel. If I'm going to pay for it, let me go get a new room key for a different room altogether. It's calling hospitality and requesting a room change. Okay? It is exactly what that is. There's the compass. I had pulled these two talisman cards out kind of just because it was there on both sides. This is you. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like 50-50. You have choices, you have options, but you're going to have to choose one or the other. So the paradigm shift, let's just say these are two dimes. This is the money you're paying for the hotel room. Either way it goes. If you want a single, or if you want a single with a cot, or if you want the honeymoon suite, or if you just want a double, I mean, it's your call, but you have to decide how you're going to exist, if that makes sense. Yep. sometimes when you listen to other people, or when you don't allow yourself to be flexible enough to change or have options, you get stuck in the same old relationship, or in the same old position, or in the same old mindset, or in the same old routine. And routines aren't bad, but I am just saying there's something about you needing to either expand on that or let it go. Okay. There we go. There's home sweet home coming out. Use your compass spiritually to get you home, to navigate you. These are the two sides of that compass. There's a talisman here, a talisman there. I'm not telling you that a Honda is going to get you there any faster in traffic than the fastest Aston Martin out there. Okay? I'm not saying that. You get transported. Transport happens either way. Okay? I'm going to let these go. And I'm going to get the, what do I want? Moonchild Tarot. See if I can get this in the picture. This is interesting too, because something was stuck on the table right here, and I just haven't scraped it all the way off. It's like really stuck. But it was these cards in specific. You can see they're like all torn up. I had to tape them back together because it was really bad. They were really torn up. Let me get one for movement, number 28 in the reverse, please. Can you give us some clarity? Okay, here's the star in reverse. So if what you want is to move towards your ideal spiritual position, and I am just saying that because of like starlight is very relevant when it comes to recognizing the part of yourself that you can shed light on. So the star energy coming out in reverse, it's almost like you're not going to get the downloads if you don't move around. You got to move from being focused on that, you know? If you want to be a star, quite literally, you got to like move to LA or to California or something, you know what I mean? To New York, uh, Atlanta, somewhere that like Chicago, like some big city that gives you more exposure. Or you have to make yourself more visible. With listening, there's a Seven of Swords. That's interesting. I just said more visible with the star. She's got the star over her eye, right? She's like this. She's got the star over her eye and the moon hanging from her ears. She's secretly listening, but the stardom is not what she's focused on right now. This is defending oneself. This is not wanting to necessarily use the compass to get yourself home. It's like using a sundial to do the same job as the compass. If you know the location of the sun in the sky, this is not going to be a problem for you, this movement. But if you don't know that, what time of year the sun is at which, degree, what time of day, daylight savings or not, it's like you've got to orient yourself in a different way than you have been. Okay? And it doesn't mean that you're wrong. You don't have to feel bad. You don't need any of that. Here's the King of Swords in reverse. It's just like there's going to be an authority almost that's going to come in and encourage this movement to happen, even if you're not ready. I know that sounds really crazy, but that's what it's saying here. Without being able to get a download from your higher self, you're going to stay on the defense. You're always going to be looking over your shoulder. You're always going to be starstruck. You're always going to be, like there's always going to be outside influences that are not going to make you want to move around. And that's not honoring your inner authority. It's almost, I do want to say, like, my voice just cracked. I almost want to say it's like you got to speak up for yourself, or you got to be willing to take a stance one way or the other toward one talisman or the other. But if you want to get home, you're going to have to do something, because this compass is busted, obviously, or broken, or somehow doesn't work. When it comes to, like, I don't know why I'm hearing sing my way home. There's Jodi Pickle book called Sing Your Way Home. It's about an autistic child, actually. But this is what it's giving, straight down the middle. If you want a compass to get home, you're going to have to listen for your higher self. Sing your way home. Someone could be a singer. You could want to be a star. You might want to be like I don't know. I'm just giving you examples of the way this energy is coming through. You'll know how it applies. This could be coming towards you or not, but this is a duplicates. It's like this energy is kind of it's like it's reflecting on itself. It's mirroring back both sides of the choices that have been offered you. You can either choose to accept or not, okay? But it is up to I don't know why I want to say it's your world. We're just living in it. Okay. Can I get one for the top of the reading, please? These talisman cards, like I said, they're not really an integral part of this reading, but because this is 50 and then 27, number 27 is home and number 50 is the compass. This is like twinning energy, or twinning energy that is difficult to discern between. You got to use your discernment to figure out which way is it going to be. It's like the balancing act, right? Yeah, here's Nine of Swords. There's something about this compass leading you home that it's like this big old moon. You see underneath her robe, she's shrouded. She's got really long hair, but there's also 10 swords that are always over her head. Like at any given moment, if she puts down this moon, okay, the compass home is like got a lot of threats right over her head in like the crown chakra area, okay? That's what I mean by you need to listen to your higher self. And I don't mean listen as in like but I'm not talking about that. Who cares if someone's scolding you? It's not their life to live, it's yours. They can have their own world to try to control. That's why you can only control yourself. This is what this is giving. Nine of Swords, compass, and home is like not feeling good about having to use like a janky compass to get where you're going. Yeah, there's Five of Swords in the reverse over here. So that's what I mean is like there's a need to kind of calm down with the like defense energy. Start endorsing something else. something else besides this lack of movement spiritually? Do you want to choose the talisman of spiritual authority, or do you want to choose the talisman of pineal authority, being famous? It's like you're going to have to choose which home you'd like to come home to every day. I don't know which one would make you happier. Some people have horrible stage fright, like serious butterflies in their stomach, want to vomit or emesis all over everything as soon as they get in front of a crowd. Other people, they dream of that. Literally will move, relocate for a job, for an opportunity to be famous or to be a star. Other people just want to be happy. They want to be happy spiritually, mentally, emotionally, that this is a different type of stability than this is. And there's nothing wrong with either one that you choose. They're both there. They exist because they reflect off of one another. It's a balancing act, but it is one that is difficult. Okay? Let me I'm done with this deck, but hold on. I'll give it a quick shuffle and then I'll show you the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. This is literally, do you see the downloads that she's getting from on high? It's like a it's a percolation of information. That's more so what this listening energy to me is talking about. It's listening to yourself from your heart space, maybe rather than your head. Or maybe it's listening to your head over your heart. Those are two separate chakras, and although they are connected, you may have the key to one but not the other, or maybe you have the key to the other but not the one that you want. You know what I mean? Like, you'll know how this applies. I hope that was helpful, Gemini.